Mike here, Money, Marriage, and Media. And today we're looking at the Daily Wrap-Up crew. Young guys are doing their thing. Now, to me, these guys are probably in their like mid to late 20s, but to me, I'm 41, so to me, yeah, they're young guys. But they actually been holding their own on this podcast. Now, what we're gonna have here is they usually interview women, but their age group is that I think they usually interview women who are of their age. Now, a couple videos ago, I mentioned a theory that women tend not to mature until their options start to dwindle. It's at that point where they say, oh man, it's a lot of younger women out here who I'm competing with, and I don't have as many options as I did before. I might need to develop some things outside of my looks. So it fits into that age range where women are just coming into that prime. So that's why I think it's important here to take notes, because again, the gender war is dumb and we need to be moving on from it. But it's not just, women who are older that it affects younger women too. It speaks to the actual age or mentality. I think that, well, let me hold some conclusions to the end. We're going to go ahead and get started here, and then let's see what we got here, right? Now, sound off in the comments if you guys actually follow David the Wrap-Up crew. If not, go ahead and check them out. But let's see what we got.
How much does a man need to make to earn your submission?
Pretty basic topic.
You don't act like you always hear women, I submit to the right man, this, that, and the third. Like, you don't hear
I know
that,
she
right?
got an answer. We go right to you.
Let's go right to
you. Yeah, I know
You
you
look
anxious.
so anxious.
I don't know. Enough for two people. Have fun.
Personal theory, I'm starting to wonder if women actually grasp the concept of like numbers when it comes to income. Like, are they just saying, because look, these YouTube is full of videos of women saying we want a man that makes $100,000 a year. Like, YouTube's the only place that's saying that. Because again, 5 years in financial services, right? I made plenty of high income earners, but women are just, in real life, women don't ask for numbers like that. So I have a theory that women don't know numbers like that. The reason they say 100,000 is because it just sounds good on camera. So, what she's saying is not that far off, because again, I don't think women know numbers like that. So, especially because these women look rather young. They're probably teenagers, maybe early 20s. So, yeah, okay.
What kind of fun?
Fun. Like, I'm the type of girl, I like to go out. Every week. I want to go here, I want to go here, I want to go here. I do want you to buy me this, buy me that, with this. So.
What are you paying for?
What do you mean?
I just asked a simple question.
What do you mean, what am I paying for?
What are you paying for?
I'm paying.
For what?
My rent, my phone bill.
No. I'm not talking about that, because he's paying his rent, his phone bill. When y'all are going out this times a week, what are you paying for?
I'm supposed to pay
Bruh.
on a date.
Bruh.
Yeah, how much more?
And right off the bat, she is starting to prove the theory. Young, somewhat attractive. So her mentality is, guys are supposed to pay for everything, and I don't have to do anything. I just have to be me. To some extent, there are guys that are, somebody's taking her out, obviously. So, yeah. Now, if you were to ask a woman that age about marriage, that's not on her mind. Let's go.
Women like her.
If you're not my boyfriend, if we dating, why I gotta
But you already expected him to do that fun for you, right?
Right, if he's not your boyfriend, you're dating, why does he have to take you out 5 times a week? Like, because what?
That's how it goes.
That's how it goes.
That's how it goes.
Oh, well, shout out to you,
If
man.
we're going out, you have to pay.
Shout out to you, man.
That's not no.
Whoever's dating you, shout out to.
But
shout out to him, man.
these are the women that we were just talking about earlier, because then they can be bought.
Listen,
You get what I'm
It's
saying?
food.
That's it.
Like,
I'm telling you.
Food.
Yeah, he's gonna try to feed you something else.
Okay, and he can try.
Right.
I mean,
And
there's
try and try.
Mm.
Try and try again, but
Listen,
So he gotta exert his
but
resources.
it's food.
So why can't you pay for the food as well?
We
Like,
eating it. So, like, you don't understand it?
I understand. She has a selfish attitude. Guys are nothing more than a wallet for her, or a means to have fun. She is, I would say she's the fun time girl, but the way her attitude is, the guy is not having a lot of fun. She's just using him to pay for everything, to give her a bunch of different experiences. And meanwhile, what does he get in return? According to her, he gets grace with her presence. This is what I would call, you know what? We're gonna move on. I'm not gonna say anything because that's somebody's daughter. I feel bad for her. If she's like that. I question. Again, did she grow up with her father? Is that the type of? Because no man wants to raise a daughter that's going to respond like that to other men. Because at the end of the day, a father knows the man you're treating like that is going to want something in return. So no man wants a daughter who's going to act like that, who's just using men. Because at some point you're going to treat the wrong one like that, and he's going to want to take something back in return. We got to do a better job of raising. This is why nuclear families are so important. This is why marriage is so important. We got to do a better job of raising our kids. She has a very much a me attitude. There's no way that a woman should make it to her 20s thinking like that. That the guy is just supposed to do everything. And clearly, it's not even her boyfriend. They just said, we're just dating. We're just getting to know each other. Well, what's in it for the guy? I'm not saying you need to be giving him sex. You definitely shouldn't, because you're not even serious yet. But at some point, well, you know what? Let's keep going, because it might get better. It might turn around.
Eating food.
What you got to say about this? Like,
I mean, like, I told you, everyone has their own preference, but me per se, like, it's not more so how much you make that makes me find it like.
Take note of the fact that a lot of women do this, and they'll say, everyone has their own preference. Everyone is different. Translation, I don't agree with what she said, but I don't want to hold her accountable for it while we're here in public, because I don't want her to seem like, I want us to still be friends after this. That's a major problem, because if it was a guy explaining negative behavior like that, women would want you to call him out, as we should. But then again, they're young. They still have some maturing to do. Nothing wrong with that.
Like submissive to you, but it's more so I want to see if you're financially stable, how you hold your bread, how you take care of your bread. Because like we're in our 20s, so it's like I feel like you don't. They always say the saying like you don't always get your 20s back, but you always.
It sounded pretty good.
You want to enjoy your 20s, but at the same time too, yeah, you never get. Well, for females, we don't get our 20s back. I mean, guys, y'all do what y'all gotta do.
We get our 20s back.
You never get
because
your,
they in their prime, like once they hit 30, then what Kevin say? They hit the wall.
Okay, I'm actually impressed. That was a high level concept, especially for somebody who is in that age range of their prime. Most women don't think like that. Very impressed. I'd love to see, I'd love to have a conversation with her parents, find out, what they were teaching her. It's good stuff.
All the other shit, like so they.
You never lose that. No, there's never a cap, but your 20s is like fun. Never.
For women, yes.
Never.
Wow.
If you take care of
That's how you
yourself.
feel?
There's not a cat for women.
No, I feel like that.
It's some badass bitches
In their 50s.
How many?
There's even more younger.
How many?
badass
A lot.
bitches, like-
How many?
a lot.
A lot.
What?
All right, name two.
Who in their 50s?
Oh yeah, name two. There's a lot.
Angela Bassett.
Mary J. Blige.
Mary J. Blige is a bad bitch.
She's a
Auntie
bad bitch.
Monet.
Where a lot of them are like,
She's a
right.
bad bitch.
Yeah.
What's that?
No,
other
it's a few.
lady?
It's a few.
I would say.
But
He just named a bunch of celebrities who have trouble maintaining relationships. Mary J. Blige is not married. I don't know the other people that they named. Angela Bassett, I don't know, but yeah, no guy is checking for them. Maybe guys who are older than they are, but no, you get to that, you make it to your 50s and you're single, nobody's checking for marriage from you. No, I should say the majority of men are not checking for marriage for you. Sex, absolutely. Marriage, you got to remember the main reason why men want to get married is legacy. through children. You're in your 50s, you're not having no more kids. So what is the motivation for a guy to marry you? Especially a guy that is that can stand on his own. Maybe have a little bit of delusion there. Well, that's typical when you're in your prime. You think it's gonna last forever. So,
I mean, in reality, I mean, in regular life, up and down the street, it ain't like that. You know what I'm saying?
They got money.
These dudes, you know what I mean? Our uncles, our fathers, our grandpapas, they still be into young baddies. That's a lot of men
Exactly.
tend to go to younger women because
we gotta turn up. All the old niggas is looking for us. The medium niggas is looking for us. Niggas our age is looking for us. So we gotta have fun. Why the fuck? You know what I mean?
Yo, shout out to him.
You ain't having
Thank
fun,
you.
man.
You know, you have to. Only get one life.
I just want to, and if I take you out 3 times and you don't offer to pay for nothing.
Okay, if I offer, that's different. But if I offer, you still gonna make me pay though?
Yep.
I feel like it should be equal.
y'all think she actually offering to pay for dates? Come on now.
First date, you know, if you
Yeah,
really
first
like me, you
date
take
should be
me.
the
So I want
guy.
to at least see that you are actually interested in stuff like that. Second date, let's do 50-50. Like you pick me up, you pay for the food, I pay for your gas.
why you rolled your eyes? Your eyes,
No, I didn't roll my eyes.
your eyes did the willy
No,
bounce.
I feel like
We got it on camera. We got it on camera.
I can take it.
no. For food though, okay, I can understand like going to little shits, whatever. I'll pay mine, you pay yours. But for food,
Yeah, it could be the smallest things, simplest things. Like, yeah.
I mean, I agree with what you said. I do. The first date, I
when you want me with me?
I just no, because I just feel
That was
like,
not the game plan.
I just feel like that's
you
fair.
kinda hard to agree with. I
I
ain't
feel
gonna
like
hold
that's
you.
fair.
Food
Like
is
the
come on,
first
food is
date
come on.
should be on the guy. I do
It
feel like the
I
first
paid
date.
half. Actually, I think it was just telling you about. I paid half before, but I mean, why?
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and break down what happened here. You had a crack in the sister code. That's what she started talking to her. Like, you came with me. We supposed to agree with everything. You know, this is very frustrating. The chances of we need nuclear families. That's all I'm gonna say.
Why? It's food.
So if you was on a date with a girl, who
That's
would
different.
Why?
Why you keep saying it's
Depending,
food?
unless
why is it different if you
unless it's like a date.
then she got to pay if she, but if it's a
If it's two
fam,
girly girls, yes, two families.
but what makes it different?
You
I don't
want to be a man so bad, be a man. I'm talking about regular men too, not just, you know, you want to be a man, step up. Pay for the food.
Yeah, a lot of guys back in the day, since y'all wanted to talk about guys back in the day, would have paid for it fully.
Whoa, what?
Don't even care.
It's food.
Like, listen,
Yeah,
that's what I'm
but
because I
y'all
feel like
not
that's a
women.
part
Y'all
of-
not women
Yes,
from
we
back in the
are.
day. No, y'all not.
Yes, we
And y'all not
are.
men from back in the day.
Huh?
What's the difference
From what?
in terms of us regarding and like the women from back
traditional
in the
value.
day? How
Yeah.
so though?
A lot of
Regarding
women-
to what though? What's the traditional value that's decreased?
Chastity. I say it straight up, chastity.
The same way cooking and cleaning. A lot of women ain't doing
How
that.
do you know that
How
though?
do
You
you
cannot
know
compare
that?
that.
Right.
Unless
Y'all say y'all not cooking and cleaning.
Y'all.
we never
Because I
said
cook
that.
and
Hell
clean.
yeah.
So,
Listen,
And that's why I deserve
Listen,
a lot.
this
I
is what
definitely
cook.
this is what I don't want us to
For
do.
true.
We can't use our anecdotal
God.
experiences because just like y'all say, niggas cheat. It's
Weak.
easy for us to just come over here and be like, well, we don't do it, so therefore that must not be true. We can't do that. We got to think outside of ourselves, right? And look at the collective of people because it's easy.
Obviously, right? You're on a podcast that's being watched by thousands of people. Yeah, it's not just about you. But on the other hand, in that age group, it literally is just about them. That's a lot of entitlement going on there. Again, that's why we need nuclear families. We have to teach our kids to grow up faster. Not in the sense that they're traumatized, but their maturity level we need to make sure that we're raising mature kids. Not, oh boy. Let's keep going.
Easy for y'all can say what y'all want about men. It's easy for us to be like, well, that's not us, so therefore it's not true.
I get
This
it.
is what y'all keep doing. Like you, I understand
Understood,
y'all the
okay.
exception. Y'all the 3 out of
Yep.
like 20
Well,
million
two,
out there.
two,
Like, you know,
two.
oh my fault. 2.5. That's the exception.
No,
I get that.
three.
Like, you
You
know what I'm
had it right
saying?
the
But
first time
we gotta
through.
look at the
Right.
overall
Now she want to
collective,
stand up
like,
for it.
yeah.
Yeah, don't come for my friend.
Come to the mic and stand up for it. What you say?
Yeah, don't come for my
Don't come.
friend.
That's it.
Yo,
If it's food, y'all not gonna pay for food. Y'all be having y'all girls pay.
What's with this food, man?
Because that's what it's getting at.
Okay, but all right. So when
A
you're
nigga don't like to be fed.
Huh?
A nigga don't like to be fed.
I'll
you
cook
cooking
for you.
Oh, this should be good.
Right. See, she was just
Equal
about to
by
say
I'll
that.
groceries.
cook for
she
you.
cook.
I mean, you buy the groceries, of course I will
Right,
cook.
I'll
But if
cook.
we out, how you look? Yo, listen.
In other words, the guy should provide everything and lay at my feet and make me feel better, make me feel good. Well, meanwhile, I offer no value in return. Essentially, that's what she's saying. That's her mating strategy, is the guy should do everything. He's the man, because you heard her say it before. You want to be the man, then you should do everything. That's not how it works. Man, and it's sad because I kind of want to hear more from the girl that's sitting next to her with the locks, because like that was I feel like we were on the cusp of like a high level conversation there from what the stuff she was saying earlier, but it kind of just the attention shifted back to this girl in the pink, and I think it was because there was more potential for her to say something that was going to go viral. But anyway, let's keep going.
We out on a date. You having a good time? We eating. Yo, send me your cash app me your half the bill.
What is with her in this obsession with food? Is that like the primary thing that guys are taking her? Is that all the dates that she's going on? It's just places to eat? Is that like the cost of being with her? A couple meals? And she made it seem like these were, it doesn't sound like she's talking about like dinner dates. It sounds like all you got to do is take her to, I don't know, take out maybe? I don't know. She's, look, I don't know, but this is getting, well, I'll save it for the end.
How that sound?
That's not how it's going.
How's it going?
Yo, babe, I got
You got this one.
Babe, I got
You
this
got
one.
I had the last three. You got
Listen,
this one.
I don't even think a man should ask. I think a female should offer to say, "Hey,
We
babe, I got you this
see
time."
if you going, well,
No.
Right.
But I mean, whether I say yes or
You
no,
gonna take it or
you
not?
should have the intent on taking me
No
out
pump
after
fake on
I
me.
make you feel special.
if it's your
So,
birthday, if it's
Wow.
Valentine's.
like, no,
And let me
that's
put
it's a flaw.
let me put two things into perspective. We're gonna talk about back in the day. A lot of times men paid for that because women wasn't able to work. They wasn't able to get their own money. So of course the guy had to court them and do everything financially because women didn't have the rights
They
they
could
have now.
have. It was a choice to be a housewife, though. A lot of
Women
women.
didn't have.
No.
Women wasn't
No.
able.
I don't know where this idea of these housewives came from, especially in the black community. No, if you're non-white, you were working. Ever since slavery, you were working. Low income families, the man and the woman both worked. There were jobs. Now, women didn't make nearly as much money, and the jobs that they had were not nearly as hard. There weren't women work. The majority of factory workers were not women. They did have jobs as being the traditional women jobs. You know, waiting tables, working in the hospital. You know, teaching school children, daycares, stuff like that. Secretaries, you know, it's working in the secretarial pool. But no, women have always worked. I don't know where they get this from.
A lot of women didn't
We talking
mind
about back in the
staying.
day,
A lot
Back
of
in the
women.
day when they couldn't work. What you mean?
Because like I'm thinking about nurses. I'm
Sitting at
thinking.
home.
I'm thinking if you guys talking about back in the day, you talking about like women who were like hairdressers and stuff like that. Everybody hates Chris. We had hairdressers. We had
What
people
about
that
to
was
say?
teachers.
Okay, she's talking about a TV show that fictional characters is her reference. I get it because of their age. You know, back in the day, it's not that long ago. In comparison, because they didn't really pay attention. But again, if what you know about the past is based on a TV show, a fictional TV show at that, yeah.
It's a choice.
There were women. So how far back are we going?
Everybody hates Chris. That was the 70s. We talking about back when women couldn't work,
This
bro.
is 2020.
When the 40s,
No,
30s.
I'm saying you go back to the 90s.
But my question is,
90s women was
Women
how
were
do you
working in the
how do you
90s.
ask a girl for money from the date?
He just showed you. He slid the bill.
Opposed from that, because that's some crazy.
I
ass
feel
shit
like
you talk
women should, if a man is treating
Look, I'm just gonna give y'all my opinion on this, guys. I wouldn't pay for more than 3 dates. If on the third date, I'm still paying, and I'm not gonna ask you out again. And that may be after the second date. If the second date is just okay, I'm probably not gonna ask a woman out again. Nah. You want to hang out again? Okay, well, let's do something. Well, you're going to have to take me out, because otherwise I'm just going to move on to somebody else. We can still talk on the phone or do whatever, but I'm not going to devote that much time. What I'm going to do is shout out to CGA, Coach Greg Adams. He came up with a great concept. Or I don't know if he came up with it, but he was the first person I heard say this. I'm going to protect my meat, my money, energy, attention, and time. Because at that point, if by the second date, if I think this is just mediocre, yeah, no, I'm good. You know what? Yeah, hey, you know what? I'm just not gonna call. I'm just not gonna call anymore, because I'm gonna move on to somebody else. It's not like I'm gonna ghost you, but if you call me, I'll answer and we can talk. But the amount of the time and attention that I'm going to be giving you after that point is nah. Because I can already tell if you're not that excited to go places with me, I don't want to take you anywhere else. Nah, it's a waste.
You and making you feel special, and y'all get to that level, women should say, whether sometimes I might say, "Oh, I got you, babe," or you should be like, "No, I got you."
I agree.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with
Yeah,
that.
if you broke, then just say that.
But for food though,
I don't think it's nothing wrong with a woman changing it up sometimes.
there's nothing wrong. But I mean, like, if we out to eat, we pay for my
I ain't
food.
But a
gonna hold
lot
you.
of females is not paying.
I'm not paying for your food. It's to say after the second date, I'm not paying for anything else. Because it's time. Because at that point, it's time for you to show some interest. Because if you're not, I understand. That's why I said I'm not gonna call anymore after that. And if you want to if you're really interested, then you're gonna have to contact me. Because at that point, I've done all the reaching out. If you're not called, if there's no reach out for us to hang out, then I know what's up. I know that you just weren't that interested, and I'm cool with that, and we'll leave it there.
And for
I ain't
a
gonna
guy
hold you.
that
If
they
you go on
don't
3
fuck
dates
with like that.
and you ain't
just
pay for
being
nothing,
honest.
I'm not going on the full date.
And then you saying it's just
Yeah.
food though, but where else?
That's it.
Like I said,
what
dates, going out on other dates. Like,
so what do you give me a date you would pay for that?
let's say if we went to somewhere like
McDonald's.
Like, I don't know, like the museum, something you got to book tickets
That's
for,
free.
shit like that. No, it's
Museum
not.
Not every museum.
No, it's not.
You
Because
go
I've
to
been to
museum,
museums.
all you have to do
Museum
is
of
pay
Illusions.
donations.
No,
But I'm not. No, it's
Museum
not.
of
I've been to
Illusions.
museums and you had to pay.
How much
Some
is
were
it?
It's
like
really
How much was it?
expensive.
some was 60.
40 ticket,
What is it?
$44 per ticket.
Yeah.
All right.
Also, like the virtual reality shits or fucking the car, like
It's
anything.
like 100
But
about,
eating
yeah.
food.
Or I feel like if I brought up the date, if I said let's go somewhere, I'll pay because I brought it
But
up.
how often
Agreed.
do women say let's go somewhere?
All the
Or
time.
they say,
Weird.
babe.
Yeah, they can sit there and say that, but they're not offering like that. And I would be interested to know, was that her boyfriend that offered, that she did that for? Or was it just some random guy that she had been hanging out with? What do y'all think happened on that? Because it doesn't sound like she would be as interested in paying for anything. She may be telling the truth about that. If she is, I question whether or not that was her boyfriend that she did it for, instead of just some guy that she's so-called dating. Not a fan of dating, by the way. Nah.
Take me here.
Okay.
I want to go here all the time.
But is that an offer? Is that
Tomato,
offer? Is that
tomato,
offer?
Yes. How do you know that?
Potato.
Okay, that's what you think.
Right, it's
Ask
women that
about
will
me.
pay.
You got
No, I
you're in the
do-
relationship, right?
Yes, I am.
You call him up.
I can't
Why not?
because my boyfriend's on vacation right now.
I paid half on a date though. I
Yeah,
think
sure.
What year was this?
it doesn't matter about that, but I've paid. We was eating, and I was like, yeah, how much was mine? He said, you don't gotta pay, but if you want to,
Hard must have declined.
I remember you told me about that.
I don't think all women
I don't know how I feel
is
about that.
like selfish like that. You know what I'm saying? But we feel like women.
I'm glad somebody said it, and I can't take any more of this, because this is just. And see, there's a and I'll be honest, there's a movement of a group of guys out there. They tend to be higher income earners and say that, yeah, I'm date women under 25. this is what you get when you do that. Are you okay with dealing with this stuff? Then, you know, have at it. Me, I need them to grow up a little bit more before, because I can't deal with this. Nah, I'm not going to deal with this. And I'm just an average guy. So, younger women tend to carry their looks better, but to me, you're just not that fine for me to have to deal with that. I'm sorry. You know, I need you to act like a grown up and not like a child. So, look, check out Daily Wrap Up Crew. It's a good example of that age group and dynamic. Like I said, we got to start breaking down because the gender war affects all ages. And yes, at every age, it's still dumb. So we got to know how to navigate through this stuff. You know, there is a chance. I got to bring up marriage because that's what this channel's about. All of them are probably too young to be married. Now I'm just gonna keep it real. Out of all three of them, none of them are ready for that type of commitment. You know, and it's my age group. It's our fault because we dropped the ball in actually raising our kids. We need to do a better job. And again, that's why I say nuclear families are needed. You need both parents because, again, they didn't display that much knowledge of like the male experience, which makes me think that they probably grew up in a household with a single mom. Because the dad's not gonna tolerate that. You just out here just taking guys for their money and leading them on for nothing. No man wants his daughter doing that because he knows that on the back end of that is somebody who's gonna say, "No, you owe me," and then we're gonna have a problem. As a father, I'm telling you. No, me and that man are gonna have a problem. And men tend to be peaceful and don't want those kind of issues coming up. We'll go there if we have to, because I would definitely do it for my daughters, but no, that's why I'm going to teach them that no, you don't treat men like that. So yeah. So look, check out Daily Wrap Up Crew. Guys, remember, like and subscribe, and we're gonna keep the conversation going. Hopefully we're avoiding the gender war left and right at all ages. I'm gonna say goes to the next time. Peace. Thanks for making it to the end of this video, but do me another favor, like and subscribe, but also check out these here. Either subscribe or watch videos, one or the other. I don't know which side, but hey, all right.